listeners and my lovely students. Again, you are welcome to online class, and we are in one of the chapter, that is voice. The previous period we had discussed about, it means passive of modal auxiliaries. Passive of has to, have to, had to. Then passive of be going to, passive of B2 plus B1, and passive of double objects. And now I would like to start the passive of negative sentence. Listen, students. Passive of negative, passive of negative sentences. Passive of negative sentences, and N is here capital. Number A, it means active voice. AB is here. It means auxiliary verb. It means subject plus auxiliary. Auxiliary verb, after auxiliary not, then verb. After auxiliary not, then verb, or dot dot dot, verb plus dot 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 plus object. Then not, and not shows negative sentence. Then PV of passive voice of this structure, it means subject. Subject means object of active voice, and the subject of passive voice, it means subject. After object, auxiliary verb. AUXULIR. Auxiliary verb. Then after auxiliary verb, not. Not. Then be verb. Be verb, then B3. It means be verb, then B3 plus by plus subject. By plus subject. And here be verb means here be, been, and being. These things in this structure. Be, been, or and be verb is MR was where there are 5 be verb, but here the form of be verb forms. And example, dear students, listen example, then our concept will be clear. Example is, Mona is not washing clothes. Mona is not washing clothes. Is plus not. Washing clothes. Okay. Then clothes, object is here, clothes. And listen students, this sentence is present continuous, is plus before. So clothes, the passive of present continuous is MR. So clothes, take here R. It means clothes are plural, so plural verb. It means some auxiliaries are used, but number of them may be changed according to the new subject in passive. The subject of passive voice, it means objects of active, it means clothes, and this one is the adjective. And the for passive voice को लागि subject भइहाल्यो. So clothes are not. Then present continuous structure is MR plus being. So here be verb means here being. Then after be verb B3, and here washing, so washed by Mona. Mona is the subject here. Another example, listen students. Another example, I have not seen your father. Another example, I have not seen your father. This one is active voice. Then we can change this sentence into passive. The object is here your father. So your father, and listen students, have not seen, it means have seen, it means present perfect. So your father, then your father take, it means he, then he has. Your father has not, it means auxiliary verb, then not, then be verb. And in perfect tense, been is used after auxiliary been. Your father has not been, then V3, seen, not been seen, then by, and I is subject, and I change into me in objective case, by me. In this way we can change the passive of negative when in a sentence after auxiliary not is used. In this way. Then we are going to second passive of negative sentence. And second passive means, it means after do, does, did plus not. After do, does, did plus not. So number B. In B number, active voice, subject plus do or does or did plus not plus V1 plus object. Then the passive of this structure is here object plus is MR. Object plus is MR, was where. Is MR or was where. Was where for did को लागि past, it means past मा छ भने. Was where, then not. Was where, then not plus V3 plus by plus subject. Okay. In this way we can change. For example, Sony did not sell flowers. Sony did not, after did V1, sell flowers. The passive of this sentence is here. Flowers, and the flowers. Object is here flowers. And flowers, it means plural noun, then it takes plural verb. It means flowers were not sold. Then not, then V3, then by. Then sold by Sony. In this way we can change. Another example I am going to write. It means they do not invite us. Another example, AB. They do not invite us. The passive voice of this sentence. Us change into we in subjective case, and we and do not means simple present tense. Then we take are, is MR, are. So we are not invited by them, but by them, they is vague subjects. So the answer is here, we are not invited. We are not invited. In this way, we can change. It means when in a sentence, it means do, does, did. After do, does, did, not plus V1 plus subject. Then the passive of this structure, do, does, it means object plus is Then was, it means in past tense, was or were, or not, then V3, then by, then subject. And some auxiliaries are used, but number of them may be changed. It means subjects in the passive. It means which subjects in passive voice, the passive, they receive such kinds of auxiliaries. Okay. Then we are going to passive of negative sentence number 3. Number 3. First one is, it means auxiliary verb plus not. Second one, that is do, does, did plus not. Then we are going to number 3. Number C. In number C, when the object in the active sentence, when the object in the active sentence is negative. It means object is negative in active sentence. When the object in the active sentence is negative, the same negative object is used. Object is used as subject. As subject in the passive. In the passive, but or and no other negative word, no other negative words is added next to the auxiliaries. Listen, students. When the object in the active sentence is negative, Object is negative in active sentence. The same negative object used as subject को रूपमा, used as subject in passive voice, and no other negative words is added next to the auxiliaries. An example. I am going to write one of the example, then our concept will be clear. Example. I bought nothing. Listen, students. And how we can change this sentence into passive. And nothing is object, and nothing is what? Nothing. Nothing means here negative object. So negative object is used in the beginning of the sentence. Nothing. Passive voice of this sentence. Nothing. Then bought. And bought is here what? B2. So simple past, and simple past structure is object plus was where? Then B3. So nothing take was. And nothing was, then B3 bought. Bought. Nothing was bought by me. Nothing was bought by me. ध्यान दिनु. सेन्टेन्स मा यदि ऑब्जेक्ट नेगेटिभ छ भने पैसिभ वॉइस बनाउँदा सेम नेगेटिभ वर्ड को प्रयोग गरिन्छ, तर एक्जुलरी भर पछि कुनै किसिमको नट या कुनै किसिमको नेगेटिभ वर्ड को प्रयोग गरिदैन. त यो भयो third passive of negative sentence. In this way we can change. Another example, he likes no one. So answer is no one. He likes means here V5, simple present tense. So no one is liked by him. In this way we can change. Then we are going to fourth negative sentence. The fourth negative is here. It means when subject is negative. When subject is negative in active sentence. Okay, I am going to write number D. When the subject in the active sentence, the subject in the active sentence, when the subject in the active sentence is negative, by plus agent is omitted. Negative by plus agent is omitted, and not is added. Not is added next to the auxiliaries in the passive. Next to the auxiliaries in the passive sentence or passive voice. Passive sentence. Listen, students. For example, nobody knows the fact. Nobody knows the fact. Listen, students. Then passive voice of this sentence, PV. The fact is not known. The fact is not known. Listen. It means when the subject in the active sentence is negative. Subject is negative. Subject means here nobody. by plus agent is omitted. It means after V3 by plus subject, then by plus subject is omitted. By plus subject लेखा हुँदैन. Subject यदि negative भयो भने and not is added next to the auxiliary. र auxiliary पछि जस्तै is छ, auxiliary पछि not को प्रयोग गर्न सकिन्छ. auxiliary पछि not को प्रयोग हामीले गर्न सक्छौं in passive sentence. जस्तै nobody knows the fact. Nobody knows. Knows means here V5, simple present tense, and the fact is object here. So the fact is simple present मा is को प्रयोग गरिन्छ, is MR को. So the fact is, then after is not को प्रयोग गरिने, and V3 the fact is not known. In this way we can change passive of negative sentence, and we have discussed 4 things. It means first one is auxiliary plus not, second one is do, does, did plus not, and third one when the object in the active voice is negative, then last one when the subject in the active voice is negative, how we can change into passive sentence. Then dear students, then we are going to another passive combination of preposition. The topic is here passive combination. Passive combination of preposition. Passive combination of preposition. Listen. Active sentence AB, subject, verb, then preposition, object. Then passive voice PV, object, then after object B verb, it means B plus B3, it means B verb plus B3, after B3 preposition, then another preposition by plus subject. Listen students, यहाँ भन्न खोजेको कुरा के हो भने यदि सेन्टेन्स मा एक्टिभ भोइस मा अलरेडी प्रिपोजिसन छ भने प्यासिभ भोइस मा त अर्को प्रिपोजिसन बाइ आइहाल्छ. त्यस्तो अवस्थामा त्यो सुरुको प्रिपोजिसनलाई कहाँ राख्ने, कसरी बनाउने, एक्जाम्पल हेर्ने कन्सेप्ट क्लियर हुन्छ. एक्जाम्पल इज हियर I knocked at the door. I knocked at the door, and at is here preposition. So how you can change into passive voice? PV. Object is here the door. Then I knocked. Knocked means here V2. V2 means simple past tense रहेको छ. Then the passive structure यसको वाज वेयरमा जान्छ, डोरले वाज लिन्छ. The door was, then B3 knocked, then at, after B3 preposition at लेख्ने, at पछि again by preposition, at by me, I change into me in objective case. In this way we can change. When in a sentence, in active sentence, there is a preposition, it means after V3 same preposition, then another by preposition according to the passive of the structure, then subject. It means two preposition, by, at plus by. Another example I am going to. We must go into this matter. we must go into this matter. How can we change into passive? It means passive voice of this sentence. This one is active, heavy. It means this matter. This matter is object here. So this matter and must go. It means auxiliary plus B1. So this matter must be gone into by us. By us. तर we के छ भेग सब्जेक्ट भएकोले by plus us लेखाउँदैन, into सम्म मात्र हुन्छ. Into, gone into. In this way we can change into passive voice. Okay, dear students. So this one is, it means passive combination of preposition. Then we are going to passive of adverb of manner. Adverb. Passive combination of manner adverb. Passive combination of manner. Manner adverb. Manner adverb. Adverb. Adverb यदि सेन्टेन्समा छ भने त्यसलाई कसरी हामीले प्यासिभ बनाउने, कुन तरिकाले प्यासिभ बनाउने, त्यसको बारेमा हामीले जान्नु पर्ने कुरा छ. ल एक्टिभ स्ट्रक्चर एबी. एबी of this. एबी means active voice. It means subject plus verb plus subject plus manner adverb. Subject, verb, object. Then after object, manner adverb. Manner adverb. Then the passive PV. PV of this. It means subject. It means object here. Subject of passive and the object of active voice. So object, then be verb. Object plus be verb. Be verb. And be verb means is, am, are, was, were. Be verb. Then after be verb, manner adverb. After be verb, manner adverb. Then V3. It means before V3, manner adverb. Then V3. Then after V3, by subject. You have to know. It means before V3, manner adverb. For example, he was doing the task slowly. He was doing the task slowly. He was doing the task slowly. It means slowly. Slowly is here what? Manner adverb. It means adverb. Then how change? The first of all we have to find the object. Then object is here the task. The task. The task. Then was doing. Was doing means here past continuous tense. The task. The past continuous, the passive voice of past continuous. Object plus was where. Then was where plus being. Then da. So the task take was. The task was, then being. It means past continuous. Then being. Then after being the verb, manner adverb, and manner adverb is here slowly. Then V3, after adverb, V3 can use, and V3 means here verb is here doing. So done by, and he is subject, so subject change into object, objective case him. In this way we can change passive combination of manner adverb. Then another example I am going to write in our board. My daughter always speaks to everyone politely. Speaks to everyone politely. Listen, passive voice. First of all, we have to identify which one is the object. Then the object is here everyone. Then the sentence is here always speaks. It means simple present tense. Then everyone लेके लिन्छ is. Everyone is, always is time adverbial here. Everyone is always. Then politely means here adverb. Politely, then V3 means speaks, V3 spoken. Politely spoken. After V3 there is a preposition here to. The politely, then to, then another preposition by, and the object is, it means subject is here my daughter. In this way we can change the passive combination of adverb, manner adverb. So dear students, and our time is finished here, and I am going to leave the class. Tomorrow we will discuss the remaining parts of this voice. So I am going to leave. Okay, bye.